Hello there, Lalá from Armonēa here. I'm sorry for a little bit of my delay. It's just that I had several technical issues here going on with my computer and my phone, but doesn't matter, it's all good. I'll just share that in my timeline as well, so people can jump on. So today we are gonna talk about nature-driven solutions for our health and wellness in general. And if you have any specific question, because these could be go on and on and on forever in several billion ways of tangents. So I want to be respectful of your time and what you want to gain from it. So leave your comments below and questions below as well if you have. And also later on in this event page, or PM me, give me a direct message, because I know that sometimes it's a little bit confronting to do it publicly. So that's all good as well. I understand that, and I want to be as helpful as possible. So let's start talking about why I'm here, why I'm sharing all that, and what's the importance of what is going on. So I have a background of where can I start, because I could bring this story from my pre-teenagers to only 2.5 years ago. So I was born a very anxious baby. So I actually struggle with anxiety for more than 2 decades of my life, which is pretty much all my life. And then when I was 13, I was hospitalized because I was very sick, and I didn't know that I had allergies to certain medicines. So I was taking antibiotics, and then I was stressed, and all this combination led me to mental confusion, 10 days in a row subconsciously. In the middle of this time, 3 of those days I was in the hospital doing all the exams that you can imagine. So yeah, summarizing, after that I learned even more about myself, and I was already looking for alternative solutions and holistic approaches for my anxiety and my health. I've always been fascinated by science, very high achiever and good student, and love biology, science, and I have this mixture of me that loves exact science and math and chemistry, physics, but also biology and alternative ways and ancient approaches, holistic approaches. So I love all that. And then 2.5 years ago, I've been to an event, and then I met who is now one of my biggest idols and mentors in life and inspiration, Zane Appleby. Everybody calls her Zane. And if you want more information about her, and also Rose, she's also my upline in doTERRA and also my mentor. They are amazing, and they have a curriculum that's mind expanding. So if you want more information about that, let me know, because I'm part of their team, and we have this amazing online support that we have around 2,000 people now, almost 3 years of information in the online group that is exclusive for those that join our team, as people that want to do the business or just use the natural solutions and essential oils. And what I love about sharing about that is not that it's only about essential oils, because I know that for a lot of people it can be a little bit weird. I have no idea what essential oils are and what you're talking about. But people know, for example, about hair products and skin range, right? And like simple body washes, this type of things. And you know, skin range, and yes, to wash your hands. So, and shampoo and conditioner and cleaning products. So all those things can be incorporated in a natural driven solution and product way. And that's why I'm so passionate about it, because any type of lifestyle that is open to include those things and substitute what you were using before, it can be radical, or you can change everything at once, or can be very progressively. And we need to respect the pace of each person and how open each person is in each use of these solutions. My partner, for example, he was extremely skeptical. Well, he's the most skeptical person ever for everything and anything. So in the beginning he was like only supporting me in my essential oils endeavors because he loves me and he trusts me, and he was like, okay, if you like it, go for it. But in the beginning he was like, just okay, peppermint, it smells nice and tastes good, and that's about it. But then yeah, later on he changed his mind because he had some experiences, and because now he's using, we actually have 3 families of friends that are using essential oils and other of those natural solutions, because first they were a little bit, you know, I'm not sure. But then when they saw him, a computer scientist, a complete nerd, and a very skeptical person, to then start using and asking about the oils, which oils and other products that he could use to help him, and supplements. And yeah, so people were like, oh, if he's using, it's because these things really work. These precious liquids, they really work. So if you don't know what essential oils are, I'll tell you. So different companies can label as essential oils different things, because the laws are not restrict whatsoever. So actually we need to be very careful about labels and about like organic and this type of things, because it changes from country to country. And also essential oils, they could say natural, pure, organic and all that, but then be misleading because they can have these words legally and not be really what we think it is, like pesticide and herbicide free and all that. So essential oils, for these highest quality that we are looking for, are only the highly volatile compounds found in different plants from different parts of different plants. So it could be from leaves, seeds, flowers, blossoms, barks, roots, and so on. And these natural chemical compounds are very helpful for the plant to help with pollination, with the health of the plant, and seasonal threats and all that. And when we take those, when we use those, that I'll explain later how we can use them. our body, when it's from plants, it recognizes very easily. All this complexity is amazing, and it's like food, right? If you eat apples, your body know how to identify all those natural chemical compounds. And then each person, because it's so complex, each person body will react differently and use those compounds differently. So that's why it's so fascinating, because we have many essential oils. Then each person has different preferences of not only aroma but results. The body reacts differently, and you will also see that you will react differently depending on how you're feeling. And you can be thinking, oh, but maybe that's just something you really knew. doTERRA, for example, is a 9-year company, so it's pretty new. But actually, let's see if I can show you here a little bit of history here of not essential oils, how we know right now. But plant extracts, they have been used from for a long time, right? You probably have some natural DIYs and natural tips from your grandparents when you're feeling not so well, when you get sick, some teas and concussions and all that. So I'll read some curiosities and facts of history here for you. So 3500 years BC, the Egyptians used plant extracts for health, cosmetic and religious purposes. And then 460 years BC, Hippocrates, the father of modern health, used plants with his patients. Then year 0, frankincense and myrrh were given to Christ's child. In 1943, Jean Valnet used oils on soldiers. In 2008, doTERRA forms the co-impact partnerships with growers around the world to protect agricultural traditions and provide the most potent essential oils today. So CPTG oils empower 3 million or more homes. Research continues to support the use of essential oils for wellness nowadays. So actually this number of 3 million homes, more than 3 million homes, it's a lot of people, right? Because it's homes, it's families. So that's pretty cool. And why I sometimes prefer to say natural driven solutions instead of natural solutions is because of course you won't find any plant that make already the bottles with the essential oils, right? The plants exist, and then we distill them, or we cold press from the skin. For example, the citrus oils are cold pressed from the skin, most of them. So that's why when I say natural solutions, it's actually natural driven, because it's not grabbing from the soil and then taking it. And natural can be not everything that's natural is good for you, and not everything that's not natural will be bad. So let's keep going the conversation, and let's start talking specifically about some oils. So here I have wild orange. So it's a citrus essential oil that is like it's like sunshine in a bottle. So every time that you use citrus essential oils, you topically in your skin, you should avoid sunlight at least 12 hours, right? So it's the same if you put lime juice in your skin, for example, and then go to the sun. not a good idea. But aromatically, all the citrus oils are very famous to be uplifting for the mood. So I love that. And wild orange specifically is famous to be the oil of abundance. So I love that, and it's delicious, and it's also close to my heart because it's produced in Brazil. So I'm from there, so I love that. That's another very interesting thing about doTERRA, that they source all these essential oils from plants that come from 45 different countries around the world, including a lot of developing countries, because they want the plants where they're thriving and producing their highest quality properties that plant can provide us. So if even though it's a company from US, they don't plant everything there, because when the plant from one place goes to another, it adapts, and with that adaptation, it changes the proportions of these components that they are providing. So one good example of that would be lavender essential oil. So lavender is very famous to be calming and soothing. Physically, for your skin is amazing, can repel bugs as well, but emotionally is amazing to calm and soothe. Very great for your throat chakra, is the oil of communication, so you can communicate and express yourself calmly. And so it comes from France originally, so doTERRA sources its lavender from Bulgaria and France, so the places that these plants thrive. But if we compare the proportion of linalool, which is the compound that is calming, the main one in lavender, and then one type of camphor, lavender will always produce a tiny bit of camphor, doesn't matter what is going on. But this specifically type of camphor that lavender produces, if it's not from a place and a soil and climate and everything that is favorable, it will produce too much of camphor and not that much of linalool. So instead of being calming, it will be invigorating, because camphor can be invigorating. And people that are too sensitive to camphor, actually to calm the mind to sleep better, for example, they prefer the wild orange to uplift their mind and not to worry that much, and then sleep better. And you have other alternatives as well. So another, I don't have here with me right now, but I want to talk about peppermint that's here. So peppermint essential oil, it's so potent because one drop is equivalent of an average of 25 cups of peppermint tea. So it's really potent. I can't imagine anyone having, I don't know, around 10 cups of peppermint tea, but it's pretty easy to have a couple of drops of peppermint essential oil and have all those benefits straight away. And what is really important here in the image, you can see a little bit how the leaf here is amplified,